Okay, I had a problem before. Clickety click, click, click. All right. Oh my goodness. Hi, Nicolette. Hello. Why is this part like, I want to like redo my hair on YouTube, but why is it when you have curly hair, Nicolette, that you try to straighten your hair and any little bit of wetness, water, steam just ruins it? So irritating. Utah was very busy. I'm exhausted. It was very, very busy, but it went well. Seriously, right? Like, I just got like, why can't I ever get it as straight as the hairdressers? And I have the part like totally wrong. So can you tell I got my hair darker? I got black. But it was so perfect. Look, see how it's poofing? I want to get it like how she did it. Where? Oh my gosh, one of my cats is in here. I did not realize she's in here. No. You cannot jump up here. It goes with this. Look. You like it? Thank you. I think it goes well with this. Queen. Would say queen of the dead. Hello. Hello, Sinwak. So I am doing readings. Yes, Utah was busy. Crazy busy, but good. I have to no, this kitty's like, he wants to. Hi, Allie. Wait, I have to move this. Hello, Angelique. Yeah, I was booked for 3 days. My class, everyone, oh my gosh, because I never get to do classes in person. She jumped up here anyway. Nobody wants to see your butt. Go down. I did a class. I did 2 classes in person, and one of the classes was amazing. I did the meditation journey, and yeah, see, it doesn't look like how come I can't get it as straight? What am I doing wrong? She got it so straight. Anyway, so one of the classes Saturday night, I was doing the meditation, journey, the travel journey I do with you guys. And it was really cool, everyone. You may have all seen me do it. And if you haven't, I have a class. I'm doing Psychic Development 101. I'm bringing it back. I just posted that class. It's for all people, beginners. We're going to do the meditation journey. We're going to do the traveling journey. And then we're going to learn about psychic development and practice on each other. And it's going to be awesome. Online, I'm doing that. I just posted it. And I do this journey online. I've done them in person. Obviously in-person classes as well. And when I do these classes online, when I do the meditation journey, I have, I kind of do this part where I'm like, ready, set, go, like go fly. And so, yeah, I just want to let everybody know I just posted that. People have been asking when I'm bringing psychic development back. You can come live and watch it, or you can watch the videos later. And I have a Discord where you can hook up with people to practice with if you can't come to the live classes. So anyway, I'm doing the class, and every time the music's going and I'm like, ready, set, go, like jump, like, jump to that realm, thunder comes on. Thunder comes on, thunder claps. It started thundering. So I would say, ready, set, go. And they go, da-da-da. Ready, set, go. Da-da-da. And I was like, whoa. It was like I orchestrated this. It was crazy. All of a sudden, it like got dark, and you have to realize it's Utah. And Utah's a big bowl. It's like mountains that go around the whole area like a bowl. So we're like in this bowl, and I'm going ready, set, and I'm lifting my arms, going go, and it goes, and I was like, what? And it only thundered at that points during the journey, the traveling, and then all of a sudden, when we were done, it stopped. It was cool. The first night, wow, right, Angelique? It was like I was saying, like, if people in LA or my students, hi Rose, were a part of this, if you guys we were doing this, everyone would be like, wow. They were just kind of cool about it. They were like, yeah, that was cool. I was like, it was like amazing. So I loved it. I loved that. You know what I mean? No, little girl. Oop, she not. You can see my little corner of the room. No. She's trying to jump up here. So yeah, so I did that, and I did readings. But the first night I did the same class, and it was good, but it wasn't, I think the second class, I kind of rushed everyone. I'm used to teaching all of you. And he's going to come get her. Yeah, we got to get her out of here. She's causing havoc. I'm so used to, hi, Adela, so glad to see you. Hi, Susan. Susan, you missed my story. I'm going to tell this story on next week's podcast about Utah. But yeah, it was really the first class on Friday night. I am used to teaching everyone online, and you guys know what I'm doing. So I kind of rushed everyone. I was kind of like, okay, let's go. And they've never done anything. They're new to me. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go. Okay, ready, set, go, fly. And I think I went too fast. The second night, I slowed it down, and I took my time, and I really let everybody kind of get into the energy. And they were like, whoa. People are like, I've never done anything like this, never experienced anything like this. So it was really cool. What is going on? Is it other live? Oh no, I'm getting like, hi Adela. How come I'm getting your comments? So yeah. So that was Utah. And the other thing about going to Utah is, I'm from LA, and Susan understands this because, you lived here. And when I went there, I was like, LA, everything's really like high stress, high go. And it was kind of neat to be in an environment. It was kind of different too. I forgot because I haven't been back there in so many years. I got this bracelet at one of my favorite stores called the Golden Braid. I think I have to look it up. I forget where it's made in El Salvador. Anyway, there's a Golden Braid bookstore, and the money goes to helping support the women there, hopefully. But I'm sure it does. Oh, cool, pretty bracelet. Thank you. But I think it was neat to kind of like have a little. LA's very fast paced, go, go, go. Everything's go, go, go. And Utah is not. So it's kind of nice. The other thing, side note, which is just a silly side note, and I am doing readings tonight, and the information is in the description. Okay, I got you, Rose. The other thing that was kind of trippy is that gas is $2 cheaper in Utah. Hold on 1 second. I got to grab something. I'll be right back, everyone. Hold on. Oops. You seeing my little secrets? There's nothing I can do about that. I have allergies so bad. Hold on, everybody. Did I knock it over so you saw see, this is my wallpaper? The facade is up. Yeah, LA gas is crazy. It's $5.50 here, and there it was $3.50. I was like, what? Like, it was cheap to me. Well, it's not normally this crazy. Anaheim is different than LA. It's just, everyone's going through the prices being nuts, right? Just LA is just more expensive in general. You forget when you're living here, and then when you go other places, you're like, oh, people live a little differently in other places. You know what I mean? I got you, Rose. Hold on, I just want to write this down. All my stuff is totally a mess. I just got back yesterday, so I'm a little tired. I'm pissed because my hair isn't doing, I hate when you go. So my friend, her name is Chauncey. She did my hair in Utah. I drove very far for Utah. LA, we drive far all the time to go see her. And my family in LA are having a rough time to go with the price. Yeah, the price of everything is so bad. Like, I went to Trader Joe's in Utah. That was cheaper. I went to Target in Utah. That was cheaper because I wanted to get food and water. I didn't want to have to be, buying water from Starbucks every day. I wanted to get a bunch of water and a bunch of food, to have at the hotel and everything. And I was like, oh my goodness, the prices are cheaper here. Yeah, it's been brutal. But anyway, so I had a, good time, but I am exhausted because it wasn't really about I was working the whole time. I was booked for 3 days, and honestly, people wanted me to, they were complaining that I was booked too much. And I was like, hi, Danny. Did you send me a story? I feel like I saw you send me a story. Yes, I see that you did. I'll read it later. What was I going to say to everybody? Oh, the other announcement that I'm going to post, but I'll tell you guys here. I'll post it probably on Patreon first, but I am offering I'm going to be offering private mentorship for people who want, instead of doing a class with everyone else, you can do a one-on-one mentoring with, if you wanted me to mentor your spiritual journey, or if you're thinking of you wanted to go professionally, you want to do readings and stuff. So I'm going to be posting that. I've had a few people that I've been doing this for, so I said, well, I should just let people know. It will be the same, like meet every week, but we will come up with a day and time that works best around our schedule. If you're interested in that, then you'll email me. But yeah, because I have a few people I'm doing this with, so I decided I should open it up to everybody to know about. Okay, so Rose, you're getting an intuitive question reading. What's your question? Yeah, so if you noticed, I was telling Nicolette that I got my hair done and I got black. And how come I can't do you see this in my future? My question is whether I would do sing. Well, yeah, so I just need to remind everybody how I work. I don't believe the future just happens to us. You see what I mean? We don't just like sit around and then the future happens. You know what I mean? Like, well, this is your future and it'll just happen to you. So be patient. It's not how the future works. It's the things we're putting into our life and in the efforts we're making. Ask her what product she used when it's not that, trust me. I use like a lot of great products. It's that I don't have the patience. She gave me the product. It's that she did it for a long time and I washed it and I've washed it since. Anyway, it's okay. I'll get it down. But yes, so the future doesn't just happen to you. So there's things you have to do and put effort into. You have to be a participant in your future. I think people think the future just happens to us. So are you pursuing singing is my question. You have to do the things. You have to put the work into it and put the efforts into it and pursue it. So are you pursuing that? Are you doing the work? Because you have to be, to remind everybody, I like specific questions. I'm currently taking singing lessons. Okay, well, so you haven't done any other type of singing besides these singing lessons? You haven't like done anything else? You haven't performed anywhere? You haven't sang in choirs or like open mic or things like this? My feeling is that you're taking singing lessons and then you want it to happen so fast. I do a karaoke with a Discord group. Okay. You want it to happen fast. So you're putting the energy into it. I feel like my only sense that I get is that you do need to allow yourself to give yourself time, you know what I mean? And continue to put the energy into it and the effort into it and the practice. It's just like anything else. You have to practice it and practice it. I feel like you're being a little bit shy, almost like you're doing it, but you're not quite committing to it. You know what I mean? So I feel like you have to kind of decide, this is the career I want, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do all the things to put myself put all of my energy into it. I feel like you're kind of doing it, but you're not, I want to say, like, all the way in. So you have to say, this is my career. I'm making money doing other things, but this is my career. I am going to pursue this, even if it, drives me a little crazy. So you have to kind of like want to eat, sleep, drink this and hone it and practice it. And I feel like that's the only thing I'm seeing is you're not allowing yourself, to fully dedicate to it. If you wait for things to kind of come your way, it won't work that way. But if you're saying, like, this is what I want to do and nothing's going to stop me from doing it, and I'm going to pursue it, and I'm going to, um, make this my priority, and this is my work. You see? Do you see if it'd be successful, not like being famous? I can't foresee someone being successful. It doesn't work that way. I'm telling you, will not be successful if you don't approach it like what I'm saying. It will not be. If you don't approach it like, I don't care if I'm making $10 or $0, you know what I mean? You have to kind of want this no matter what. It's the only way. You can't be like, well, I'll do it if I can be successful. Or if I can be famous. I know you said you didn't want to be famous, but you know what I mean? You can't say, oh, I'll just keep pursuing this only if I know for sure I'm successful. People who love doing something, they do it even if it's for two people, even if it's for one person. You can't go into this going, I'll do it as long as I'll be successful. You see what I mean? And that's why I'm telling you that will stop you from being successful if you have that mindset. You got to just jump all the way into the pool, go all the way in and say, this is what I want to pursue. This is part of my core being. This is what I love. And I will go from here. If you don't do it that way, then no, I feel like you'll give up and you'll just go back into doing something that you feel is safe. You see what I mean? You want it to be safe and sure before you dedicate your life to it. Does that make sense? So you got to go all the way in. If it was just me, I'd jump in, but I know, I understand, but even when you have responsibilities, you go all the way in. You don't have to like give up your work. What I'm saying is, people who want something like this, you can have a job while you're pursuing it. That's what I'm saying. It takes work to go, I'm going to do a job that makes money while I'm pursuing this on the side and while I build it. It's not like I'm just going to quit my job and be a singer. No, there's no way that's going to happen. You have to build a career while you're doing something else. So that's what I'm saying. You can't ever go into something going, I'll do it as long as I know I'll be successful, especially something creative. You can be doing a job, and this is for everyone to hear. You could be doing a job and you say, this is my job, this is what I make money at while I'm building a career in something else. That's how you create change in life. But if everyone were to say, like, well, I'll do this as only as I know for sure I'll be successful, nobody will try, So that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm telling you, if that's the way you go through it, it won't work. It's not just passion, it's work. It's work. Work and dedication and honing it no matter what. You have to have that as well. All right. So, what else? So that's how it works, everyone. When you want to change your life, I think people think that it's like in the movies, you wake up and it can feel daunting because you like really want that change and you're thirsty for it and you're hungry for it. But if you say, I want to make this change, I want this in my life. And I know people present it this way, and this is why it can be difficult because, influencers and different people will present like, oh, I just woke up one day and I started doing something and it just all fell into place. It doesn't, no one's telling you the truth. You can wake up one day and go, I want to pursue something and I want to change my life. I want to do something new. But you do have to realize you're building and you're building and you're saying, okay, I'm going to take this step, then I'm going to take that step, and I'm going to slowly move towards the direction I'm going, and I'm going to keep building this path for myself. And even if it's killing me and I'm doing something else and I'm working somewhere else and I'm realizing that this is the money, I'm just collecting money in all that. I'm just getting a paycheck while I'm building what I really want to be doing. That's how people actually build something, change. Change is like building a bridge from one section to another. Okay, so that's what I've learned from reading all these years. If anyone else has any questions or anyone else want a reading, I'm taking readings. I'm doing intuitive readings for 15, 20 donations for medium. We're also chit-chatting about things. What are you guys doing? Usually I do this on Thursday. I might come back on Thursday too. I'm deciding. I decided to kind of jump on an odd day. Is it, I keep getting ads. Is anyone else? I do. It's because yes, a lot of people are getting ads, Susan, and it's because it's hard for YouTube to push you if you don't allow them to put ads. How do we pay for a reading on the YouTube Live? If you go to the description, in the description, you could do Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. It's in the description. All my stuff is AdelaLavine. And then when it comes through. Yeah, I don't know why I'm trying to pick an Airbnb. Oh, I would. You want to do Airbnb? I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with Airbnb out here. Hi, Timothy, or period. I haven't done, I kind of tend to go for hotels because I don't really want to deal with people and risk it. Airbnb's gotten so weird that I just haven't. So I can't really help you with that. It's not, she's talking about coming out here, but it's not my, I could help you with the area, but I don't know how people like Airbnb. My grandparents run a great Airbnb in California, but I can't speak for other people. Well, California is quite big. She's all of California. She's coming to Los Angeles. Um, yeah, I can't really vouch for Airbnb myself. I don't really use it because I just want to be able to go. I did it once and it was fine. It totally was fine. It worked out totally fine. So I'm sure it's fine. I think it depends on the area. I think LA, you're pretty good. You have a lot of pickings. A small town, so it's probably too far. Yeah, Danny, of course. She doesn't need an Airbnb in a small town in Central California. She's coming to Los Angeles. Yeah, you can find plenty of Airbnbs out here, I'm sure. Just care about the area. That's, some places like Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, it's all about the area. For sure. Okay, Andrea, I got you. What else is going on with everyone? Okay. So I feel like I landed beautiful spring in Detroit. Oh, great. Not beautiful spring in LA. It's been overcast and cold for Los Angeles. I came from Utah, landed in LA, and had this long coat on, and I didn't need to take it off. And that is not normal for Los Angeles. I'm at my parents' house. Hey, what's this mean? Okay, so for those of you who weren't here, I just going to quickly announce that I posted Psychic Development 101. For those who kept asking me to bring it back, I am going to start the class in a couple of weeks. It's on my website. And I'm also going to be posting tomorrow. I'm doing private mentorship for those who want to develop their abilities in a private way. Some people are opting to do that. I've been working with some people, or if you want to help to learn how to professionally do this, for those who are, I feel going the professional route. Okay, Alexis, I got you. And that I'll be posting that. But you have to just email me, honestly, because I need to talk to you about it. So that. Hi, Nikki. The mentorship is great. Thank you, Nikki. I'm sleeping in a. Yeah, Nikki's done it. She's doing it, or they are doing it. I apologize. It means I'm sleeping in a very small bed. Ha! My sister's in town, so I had to come down. I'm working on my website. Ooh, awesome! Good job. Good job. Okay, Andrea, what is your question? I have Andrea, and then after Andrea, it will be Alexis. I found a couple of nice ones in Monrovia, Alhambra, and I think Simi Valley. Monrovia is too far, way too far. Alhambra, too far. Simi Valley, not too bad. Not for where Monrovia is like too far for where you want to be looking at stuff. Cute little town, but way too far. And Alhambra, Simi Valley, email me and I'll tell you why that could work. We're getting ready to move for my husband's work. Would like some insight on the move and finding a house for rent, please. Okay, we're getting to move for my husband's work. I got to get back from my break at work. Have a great night, everyone. Okay, Danny, I'll be getting back to you on your email. Thank you for jumping in, saying hi. Real quick, Nicolette, Pasadena. You're skipping a lot of places in the valley. Check the valley. Okay, we're getting ready to move for my husband's work. Would like some insight on the move and finding a house for rent, please. Okay, oops, sorry. All right, let me take a look. So my feeling when I see, it's like everything's lining up quite well. What name? You're Andrea, right? Andrea. Everything's kind of lining up. It's almost like things are kind of weirdly lining up in a good way. Like I almost see you going, okay, this is coming across easy in a way. I don't know. I have really good feelings as far as looking for a house for rent. You kind of would have to let me know what area you're talking about. Would like some insight and move and finding a house for rent. I feel like I can give you a little bit, insight. These are short little readings. The little insight that I can give you is that it looks like, I just don't see you having an issue about it. I mean, I don't see there being problems. I kind of get the feeling it's going to happen very quick, like the vision I have. For some reason, I keep hearing and seeing quaint little house. What area are you moving to? Like what state? And I feel like when I see you looking for the house, it's almost like you intuitively pick a house, Buckeye, Arizona area. I feel like you intuitively pick a place. And even though, I don't know, it's almost like, even though I wouldn't say people are telling you not to, but it's almost like you have a choice between a couple of places and you pick this place because you intuitively feel like it's going to be the best. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I feel like you'll have a house that you could pick, and logically it could be the right house, but you intuitively change your mind and you pick the house that you sense feels right. I don't really see a problem. I don't see you running into issues. My biggest thing I feel like I need to tell you today is to trust your intuition because it's been spot on so far and it's been guiding you quite well. And I guess my feeling is if you start coming out of fear and making decisions out of fear, that's where I see it crumbling. Does that make sense? Like, if you're like, oh no, people told me this isn't good, I shouldn't go here, and I think I'm going to change my mind. That's when I see it kind of getting wonky. So I don't know if, she received that, but yes, that makes sense. So I feel like, I guess what I want to say is that when it comes to the house hunting, it's almost like you have to discuss with your husband, like, leave it to me. Like, you almost have to say to him, let me be the one to kind of lead this charge. You know, I'll be the one to, you know, find the house, I guess. Almost like you have to trust that I'm finding the right one. I guess that's the best way I could describe it. Like, maybe you guys have an agreement, like, listen, you're just going to have to trust me that I know that I'm finding the best place for us. That's the best way. Oh, my allergies are so bad. That's the best way. Sorry, everyone. My allergies are so bad. That's the best way I could describe it. I feel like if you go in this direction, then I feel like it's you. I just don't see it being a problem. Like, I keep going, like, there's something that I just don't see it. I don't see a problem. I do see you deciding between two houses and you're like, both are perfect aesthetically, both have like the yard we want, both have the amount of rooms that we want. I feel like they almost like could be identical, but you're saying, but I feel like renting from these people are going to be better from these people. It's almost going to come down to who you want to rent from. That's what I see. And he's going to be like, well, why would you make that decision? And, does it make sense or something? Because I feel like one of the places they're going to try to hard sell you, like, oh, we'll do this and we'll do that. And, oh, we'll be very accommodating. So it comes across like they're the best. But you're like, I don't know. I have a weird feeling about them. And I feel like these people are going to be better to rent from. It's something like that. Okay. I hope that makes sense because it hasn't happened yet. um, yes, thank you so much. Okay, so now we're moving to Alexis is getting a medium reading. And so remind everybody that I do readings. Good luck, Sinowak. Just remember everybody who's new to me, because sometimes I'm realizing I forget sometimes people are new to me. I do readings one-on-one at AdelaLavine.com. I have classes that I do. I'm doing psychic development class. I'm going to start doing mentorship. I'll announce that. Love you so much, Adela. Oh, thank you. Is that V? I think that's a V. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, I love it when you guys support each other. It's so nice. This world is so difficult that it's nice. Hi. Is it not like normal where I pick who? Hi, is it like normal? Where I pick who? Pop, huh? Okay, so what you do is you tell me who you would like to speak to by your relationship to them. So if it's your grandfather and your mother's side, you would say like my grandfather, my mother's side. You would say, my best friend or, like that. On YouTube, do you tell me who comes through? No, you have I read the same all the time, everywhere, every time. So no matter what. You are going to pick the person. So you're going to say, like, my grandfather and my father's side, or my aunt on my mother's side, or a friend, every time. Oh, great. My dad. Okay. Okay, so to remind everybody, that's how the medium readings work. I'll start the reading with them telling me how they pass so we can confirm it's them and getting details from them. And then, that's how it work. And if you could talk back to me in the moment, then that would be great. Okay, let's hear from Dad. So the first thing I hear, Allie, is I hear him saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry it's taken this long to get through to you." Something about, like, he's so sorry it's taken this long. He says that he's been definitely. Oh, I just got like this flash, uh, like with the guy with the suit and a hat. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we'll come back to that. He's saying about his passing. He says his passing, he was very much ready for it. He wasn't in a rush, however. Like, he wasn't trying to rush it, but he has a very calm acceptance. He said it had been kind of a long time coming, like in a way that he was preparing himself for this time. Um, He's got a really gracious way. He said he had a lot of time here. He felt like he had a really good time here. And his body just started to break down piece by piece. He's saying that, like, something, this is going to sound strange. I hope you understand, but like, he felt like something was rotting from the inside out. Like, he felt like his insides were starting to kind of almost crumble. And he's talking about his stomach, especially. Like, I feel like I don't want to eat. I don't feel like I want, yeah. Anyway, he says that, letting go and finally letting go and removing himself from here and being able to be free was definitely something he was ready for. So he's saying, you don't need to worry about that. Makes sense. Okay. Um, he says, you don't need to worry about that. This was what he wanted to happen. This is what he was prepared to happen. He wants to thank everybody for the words after. He's surprised that he's young again, and he didn't really expect that to happen. He didn't expect for him to still be conscious. He had like a different view of death, almost like a religious view. But he keeps showing me this suit, Allie. Like, he's in this suit. It's almost like a tan suit, I think, and a hat. He keeps saying, was he buried? Because he keeps talking about a suit for some reason. Okay. Then he's talking about, anyway, I wanted to go back to what he said. He said thank you for allowing him to go, and thanking everyone for allowing him to go. He's not upset about anything at all. As a matter of fact, he has like a very peaceful, loving resolve about his passing. And then he says something about the month of April going into May. I cremated and then buried the ashes. Okay. Okay, I see. So that's what he's talking about, the buried part. There's a picture, okay? This is an actual picture where I see him like in this cream, I want to say like tan suit that he keeps bringing up. It's a picture of him, and I feel like it's almost like a hat, you know what I mean? Or not, I feel that's what I see. And he likes this picture of him, white shirt. He's younger. Anyway, he says he's tried to come to you in your dreams. He's tried to connect with you, and he always looks. I don't know about this stuff. I'll have to ask my mom. Okay, sure, that's fine. This is very clearly a picture. And do you know about the suit? Okay. Do you know anything about April, May? Because he says Remember him at the like April going into May. Remember him at that time. And how did he pass? Because he was describing his passing. And he says that, like, for him, and he kept talking about thanking you for letting him go. So if you could describe kind of, if you can elaborate on these things that he's talking about, that would be great. So I can know if I'm on the right, if we're on the right track. Heart attack in a car. Okay. You know what? I'm so mad because I heard him say car and I didn't listen. He was parked. Okay, shoot. Why did I say that? I'm so mad because I saw the car and I didn't trust it. This is what happens when you do readings and you don't trust it. Okay. Heart attack in the car. He was parked. Okay. I feel like he wanted to go quick and he did. Yeah, he's saying like it wasn't painful, it wasn't difficult, because he's saying it felt like I was just kind of rotting from the inside out. That's kind of what he felt like. Um, I so mad, Allie, because I was gonna say, why is he showing me a car? And I didn't say it. And this is what happens when I argue back and they know better. So I am like he went on his own terms. Yeah. He's very calm about it. Very peaceful about it. And he says, "Thank you for letting him go." Maybe because you understand. Feels like you understand. It's almost like he feels you understand. He just needed to go. He's also saying that he struggled a bit before. There was a lot that led up to his passing, health wise. And I don't know what's happening in April, May. I'll leave it at that, and maybe you'll think about and you can let me know if it comes to you. And we all want to know about the suit. Because I saw the suit and then I saw the car. So at least I did say the suit. So yeah, I would look out for him in your dreams, because it seems to be the area. Yes, lots. Yes, lots. Lots? Yes, lots what? I'm lost. I'm lost. Um, I don't remember stuff I say. April, May, not sure, but I'll think on it. It's coming up. The end of April going into May. There's something you're doing, and he's saying, I'm gonna be there and I'll be there with you. Any details on that? No, I'm sorry. It was just a flash. It wasn't really about the car that was important, as he was a car guy. Oh, I guess the only thing I would tell you is that it did look like an old timey car. That's the best way I could to describe it. Like, it reminds. I don't know anything about cars. It just looks like an old car, like one of those. I don't know how to call. I don't know what it's called, but it just looked like an old timey car, like a classic car. That's the best way, but not like a classic sports car. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like I see him in the suit. That kind of reminds me of that time as well. Anyway, you'll let us know. Oh, lots of health issues leading up to it. Okay. Well, the end of April going into May seems like you're going to be doing something pretty important and good for you. And he's excited. All right. So I'm doing intuitive. So thank you, Allie. I hope that helps. It was a little bit, I feel like I wasn't trusting him enough and I should have. Um, Yeah, so I'm gonna find out about the suit. Okay, she's gonna find out and she'll report back to us next time we're on here. So I'm doing intuitive and medium readings. People are on here quiet, and we're also doing chit chat, paranormal chit chat. Anyone hear this latest podcast? That was great. He sounds like a snappy dresser. I know. It did. It seemed like it was this picture. of him was very important. Yeah, so what else is going to say? Oh, we can do some paranormal chat if anyone has any questions. Has anybody heard this week's podcast episode? It just came out today, so probably not. It wasn't the military, Susan. I don't want to confuse people. The only reason why I stop people from saying stuff about the reading is because I don't want to confuse her, because it's definitely not the military, and I want to stick to what I saw in the reading. So it wasn't that, and I'm not guessing. This is something I saw. So I really don't want to, I think what people forget is that I'm reading someone just because they haven't confirmed it. Like when I do one-on-one readings, people may not confirm stuff right in the moment. And sometimes I'll get emails and they'll think about it. So I'm not like trying to guess it. I actually saw the suit. It's not a military suit. If it was, I would have said that. So I don't want to confuse her. Um, I have a question. I love the podcast. Thank you. It made me want to ask you, are there any evil, bad aliens? No. I mean, I think people always want to focus on the evil and the bad because it's more fun to people, is my take on it. I would say there's just as bad aliens as an evil people as there are people. It's just the same as people. There's probably some aliens and who don't want to do positive things, and there's some that don't, and which I kind of covered, a few times. Just like there is people. I just feel like, in our world, there's people who are not great people and not doing great things, and I would say it's the same, you know, but the majority is good. You know what I mean? The majority of people are good, just like the majority in that world. So I feel like, but there are checks and balances, just like there is in this world. You know what I mean? There's energies, and like that's what I think that's what I've seen the watchers are. The watchers are making sure people aren't going, that we're not going too far and messing with that realm, and they're not going too far and messing with our realm. So just like we have watchers, so to speak, or checks and balances in our world. But I feel like you're better off focusing on the positive, because that's what you'll attract. You know what I mean? If you want to communicate with aliens, if you want to connect with aliens, I would focus on the ones that you want to attract to you, which would be the ones that are trying to mean well in the world. um that's just my take on it. I think it's just more tantalizing. How's my book going? Thanks for asking, Susan. I actually wrote something but I wrote the other day, but I have not been writing as fast as I should. It's very hard, like I shared on my podcast, for me to write this book. So I come up with a million reasons not to. So thank you for asking. But I did write, I think I'm pretty much have half of the beginning of the first chapter I started to write, and I was really happy with it. And you know what it took? They were doing some work in the neighborhood and they had to turn the electricity off. Totally understand. Keep going. Thank you, Susan. So they had to turn the electricity off, and I had nothing to distract me. I had no TV. I had no Wi Fi. I had no anything. So, you know what I did? I wrote. So, yeah, it took all that. I was like, what am I going to do now? The Wi Fi's off. When? They were doing some like work around the area. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll write. That's what it took. Wow, what a baby I am. So So, okay, well, if there's nobody else, is anybody else getting a reading? If not, anybody else have any questions? Remind everybody here who's new to me, I do one-on-one readings, of course, at AdelaLavine.com. Everything's on there. Classes, my Patreon, which I even posted energy climates while I was in Utah. Hello. Thank you. Yes, I did. And it was hard and I was tired, but I did it. I did it for you all, even though I barely could drag my feet to the, my hands, I should say, to do it because I was beat. So yeah, my Patreon, I have a new podcast episode out, which I think this episode was pretty cool, pretty interesting. I have so many, but I suppose I should just wait for a full reading. I roll. Yes, if you have so many, then just book a reading. That would be a good plan. And I got your email and I will check it out. I'm excited because I'm going to meet this young lady in person. I'm starting. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh. I'm going to talk about it on my podcast while some of you decide if you want a reading here. Fun. I wanted to tell you, you know what? You guys, I don't know how many of you have what is it called? Oh my gosh. It's the coffee company Dutch Bros. There's no Dutch Bros here in LA, and I see it on TikTok all the time, and I wanted to try it. I mean, I went to go try it, and I'm going to talk about it on my podcast because I'll do a review. I didn't get the sweetie flavor stuff because I really was like, I cannot have it was like tons of huge drinks with tons of sugar, and so I just got the nitro cold brew and I loved it. Yes, we have them all popping up all over. Yeah, they're not here in LA. So I've never had it. And I got to meet a couple of people in Utah who are on my Patreon, and I've met and done readings online here. I got to meet in Utah, which is so cool because I talk to you guys I love when I get to meet you guys in person. Anyway, he was like, oh, I wanted to get you a Dutch Bros because there was one near where I was reading. So he's like, I didn't know what you wanted. So I went and got it. And I've seen the TikToks where they're very friendly. And that's how the guy was. He was like, hello, hey, how's it going? I was like, wow. But it's kind of weird to me because the drinks are all these like iced, sweet drinks. He's on the first. Sorry, I'm off and back now. Yeah, what I saw had nothing to do with the military. So Allie, don't worry about that. I was telling Susan, like, if I'm doing a reading, I'm reading. I'm not guessing or trying to make sense of it. So I try to get people not to like jump in on the reading. That is not what I saw, just so you know. So I don't want you to be confused. You'll ask your mom and you'll report back. But yes, I tried Dutch Bros. I'm going to talk about it on the podcast. The amount of sugar in their drinks is insane. Yeah, I was like, I can't do this. If I drank one of those drinks all the time, I'd be like 300 pounds. It's like was way insane. So I got the nitro brew, but it was really, really good. But I will talk about it on my podcast. So I got to see some people in Utah from meeting people on here and stuff. So that was neat. Yay. So yeah, they have some sugar-free options. Anything else loaded with sugar? Yeah, the only sugar-free options but I didn't want all that milk. I don't usually drink like gallons of milk. I like coffee. This is like, these drinks don't seem like it's for people who like the taste of coffee unless you get the cold brews. I like the taste of coffee. So, Can you see how tired I am? I'm still really tired, everybody. I went from 9 to 5. I read about like every day it was 5 to 6 people a day for 3 days in a row, and then I would read 5 or 6 people that day and then do a class that night for 2 days in a row. And I just went and went and went, and then plus I had to like drive back and forth and this and that. I'm tired. And the Utah airport changed, by the way. In case you didn't know, if you're not from Utah, the Utah airport went to going from this quaint little airport to you have to walk 2 miles. 2 miles. Like I'm not like saying it and exaggerating. I mean, it's like walking at least a mile and a half to from the gate to get your bags. I had to stop several times even though they had people movers. It was ridiculous. I didn't know they changed the whole airport and they turned it into this mega airport. Oh my God, it was crazy. So I'm just like, bitching to you all. Could you do a medical question or a family member? She was recently diagnosed. Could you see good or bad from treatment wise? I do medical readings for people. I don't like to do them on here, but if you do a private reading with me, I'll do them. Medical ones, I look inside. I don't totally advertise this, and as I'm telling this on YouTube, but I can look inside people's bodies. I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose. I can tell people. I can see those things. I've done several of these types of readings. But they're a little more, I like to be very responsible for it. So I like to be more detailed oriented. So I would rather do that in a private reading than just a quick reading on here. I scheduled one, I think, early April. Let me see. You did? Let's see. I don't see you. Oh, maybe it's like the next week. Well, if you do, it is late April. If you did, it must be late April. I don't see anything early April. April 9th? You did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that then. Yes, you have a reading coming up in the beginning of April. I saw you, Lolita. You guys got on it. Yeah, I feel like in medical, I rather get detailed, and I do medical stuff a lot. I just don't take it lightly. All right, everybody. Well, I guess it's just been a chill night. Good night at all. I was gonna say good night too, Susan. Thanks, Adele, that was fun. Thank you. We're gonna all say good night, and go ahead and check out the stuff. You guys follow me on Instagram. That's where I post most of my stuff. Most of you on here do, but this is for people who just are seeing me for the first time. And follow me on TikTok where I post things, but I post most of my stuff on Instagram and on Facebook. Check out my latest episode on the House Medium. I did a great episode with Bob about a Victorian haunted house, and I'm doing a new class, Psychic Development 101. Adela's wonderful. Thank you, Nicolette. Aw. Psychic Development 101 is going to be starting soon, where it's going to be awesome. Thank you, Adela. Can't wait to hear more on the 101 classes. Yes, the Psychic Development 101. The one-on-one, the one-on-one mentorship. Yes. I'll tell you real quick what that is. If you email me, I'll send you the information. But it's for people who want to have a one-on-one session about me kind of more catering it to you specifically and your abilities and things that you think you want to develop. Or if you're someone who's been developing them for a long, long time and you're thinking of going professional, we'll do it that way as well. If you email me, I can give you the information. And it's really, I'm not going crazy with the charge. It's pretty comparable to the other ones. I'm doing that on purpose because I want to make it very flexible on schedule. I feel like I'll be fair, we'll both be fair, because we can be flexible to each other's schedule each week. So it'll be like 4 meetings each, once a week for 4 weeks. And then I'm doing the psychic development 101, which is not one-on-one, where we're going to learn how to develop our psychic abilities. But also, I really love doing the journey, and also I love people practicing with each other. That's my favorite thing to do in those classes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm singing. I think I'm excited to go lay down and chill for a little bit because this girl is tired. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Have a good night. See you soon. See you soon this week, because I'll be back again on this week. Thank you, everyone. You guys always make me feel really good. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the awesome, cool energy.